I'd like to share with you a little quick story about a video that I watched with Sadhguru and Gordon Ramsay. It's definitely worth watching. There's at least two versions of this. You can't really find the full version. One version is with Gordon Ramsay going and to Isha Yoga Center and jumping around in the Theerthakund and like doing all sorts of wacky things in the sacred swimming pool. And Sadhguru teaches him some yoga things and something else. And the second version is of him actually trying to eat the food and arguing with Sadhguru that maybe meat is good. And Sadhguru is like, no, life is this, and the chicken is as alive as a cucumber, and whatever else he was saying. And that's one version. So you should watch both versions. Now, I'm going to summarize it because it's a fascinating kind of view of how Gordon Ramsay changed. And it's phenomenal that Sadhguru allowed Gordon Ramsay to come into the Isha Yoga Center, because this allowed Gordon Ramsay to visit the Dhanalinga temple. I'm sure he went inside the Dhanalinga temple, and that's it. You know, from what we understand about the Dhanalinga temple, as soon as someone touches that dimension, even for a moment, his life is guaranteed to culminate in towards enlightenment. So wherever Gordon Ramsay is, he's slowly spiritually progressing. He's surely spiritually progressing on the spiritual path. So the video starts off with, I'm not going to summarize the whole video, it's too much. But I'm going to give you some key points here, okay? Gordon Ramsay comes to him, and there's a point of him sitting with Sadhguru, and he's like, Sadhguru's like, yeah, you know, life is about eating the right things for the body, and if you eat the right things in the body, you can just be joyful all your life, every day. And Gordon Ramsay's like, what? That's impossible. And Sadhguru just bursts out laughing. Ha 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 ha. Why? Because Sadhguru is joyful all the time. And he's like, Gordon Ramsay's like, oh, I'm not going to argue with you. Hey, this is your monastery. But when Sadhguru was talking to him, and Gordon Ramsay's listening, you look at the interaction between the two, Gordon Ramsay isn't actually listening to him. You can see him, and he's like, his mind is racing, and he has like maybe 10% of his ear open. And whatever information is coming into him is barely anything. So why is that? Well, it's the result primarily of the food that he eats. You eat food that is indigestible for your body. You eat food that your body can't necessarily process or progress with. Then you're going to be processing the internal stuff inside of your body, let alone trying to process things that are outside of you. So only when you eat a simple diet, your simple food just gets digested easily. It gets burnt up very fast and very quickly. And then you can take care of the external situations in your life around you very effortlessly. Whereas if you're constantly bombarding yourself with all this nonsense food, you're going to be so weighed down, you're going to be so heavy, you're going to be over occupied with the things inside of you and how much pain you're dealing with inside. Forget about trying to achieve success and anything like that. Okay, so forget about that. And at the end of the video series, Sadhguru, also in this clip, Sadhguru plays with a king cobra or like a snake. It's his pet snake. He has a pet snake. Sadhguru has a pet snake in the Isha Yoga Center. And Gordon Ramsay's like, oh God, Jesus, this is a crazy guru, crazy master. And Sadhguru is like, whatever, this is fine. And at the end of the video, Gordon Ramsay looks a lot calmer, a lot more peaceful. His skin is kind of clearer and brighter. He looks more relaxed, and even says so, like, oh, I'm definitely more chilled out. And if there's any doubt about anyone trying to go into a vegetarian diet, you should go to an ashram right away and very quickly, because that shows you how good it can be. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm planning to go to the Isha Yoga Center in the future, preferably in the next year, 2025, or 2024, sorry. And I'm going to see how the kitchen is like. I desperately want to see the food there in the Isha Yoga Center, because it's the highest quality food probably on earth, because they have learned the science and technology of making food, of combining food, and what the body needs in the beginning, middle, and the end of the day. And the highest quality food is there. Why? Simply because Sadhguru has designed that place. So I can't wait to go and eat their food and learn how to actually properly fuel myself. It's going to be a wonderful and fantastic experience. So one other thing I want to share with you is that there's a little separate clip of Gordon Ramsay swimming in the Theerthakund. If you don't know what the Theerthakund is, it's like a big trench, dug maybe like 15 or 20 meters below the ground. It's covered in humongous stones, and it's a pool of water. And in this pool of water, there's 3 solidified mercury lingams, all weighing like 600 kilograms each. And it's charging and energizing the water, so that when you step into it, you're like basking in light. And Gordon Ramsay goes into this pool, and he starts swimming around like it's a regular pool. He's like doing laps, and he starts doing front crawl and kicking the water up. and all these Indian yogis are sitting there like this and just looking at this guy like this guy's crazy. And Sadhguru is just bursting out laughing, you know, belting out laughing. Why? Probably because he sees that Gordon Ramsay is full of life and enjoying himself. Well, that's what a life is all about. And then Gordon Ramsay is seen climbing on top of the lingam and sitting on top of it, treating it as if like this some like cool pool accessory. And Sadhguru's like, oh no, buddy, that's not what you sit on. And probably now they have added a snake on top of the lingam, so no one can climb on top of it, no one can sit on top of it. So wonderful and fantastic. So if you were trying to sit on that snake, that copper snake, things would happen to you from your rear end. And before Gordon Ramsay goes into the Theerthakund, Gordon Ramsay says like, oh, what? We're gonna go and worship a magic ball, or people sitting in the water worshiping a metal magic ball? Come on, like what is this about? What's going on here? And you see the transformation before he goes into the water and after he goes into the water. He's just beaming, bursting with life, all smiley, all happy. Why? Because it's the science of technology of the inner well-being, inner management, the spiritual sciences. The guy has engineered this water to be so powerful, so magnetic, so charged, so full of life. And I honestly can't wait to go swim there. I can't wait to go to the Isha Yoga Center and swim in that Theerthakund. That's like my #1 priority. That's what I most want about myself or about my life. Why? I want to soak in that spiritual light, especially as it's in water form. I love water. I learned how to swim at a very early age. I love swimming. I love swimming in water. Water is fantastic. I love drinking water. Water is like the best thing in the world. I just love water, okay? Everyone loves water, I'm sure. So I can't wait to go soak in that pool. I'm gonna sit in that pool for hours, although it's very cold, because it's submerged under so many meters of earth. So it's always kept cool naturally, but I'm gonna sit there for as long as I can. And then afterwards, it's recommended to go and sit in the Dhyanalinga, because once you have washed your body and once you have cleanse your body with water, especially in that type of spiritual water, you're most receptive to absorb the energies of the Dhyanalinga, or of any spiritual space, for example, for that matter. So in India, when people would build temples, it's always recommended and advised for people to take a shower before they go into the temple. Or the best thing you can do is to totally drench your body with water, especially when you have clothes on, because the clothes will remain wet and your body's ability to absorb the information or the energy inside of yourself is greatly enhanced when you enter a spiritual space such as that one. So that's pretty much it. That's Gordon Ramsay's visit to the Isha Yoga Center. It's remarkable. It's worth watching. Thank you to James, Chirindu Freedom, for linking this in his subscription box. It's because of him that I rewatched the video and I remembered it, and I'm giving kind of a review on this video. So thank you so much, Truth, and stay tuned for the next show. Shambho.